Hi everyone, welcome to our 7th webinar, Challenging Kids to Read. For those who missed our previous webinars, they're all available on our YouTube channel. I would recommend that you watch all of them whenever you have time for some great information on how Smart Kidz Club has been designed to increase your child's reading time and skills. Today, let's talk about how we can use challenge and healthy competition to encourage your child to read more. Here's what I'll cover today in the first 15 to 20 minutes. What is a challenge? Why is it important? And how does it impact us? Secondly, what are leaderboards, their history and purpose? And thirdly, how you can use Smart Kidz Club app to challenge your child to read with leaderboards. Lastly, we'll take your question and answers, so keep them or you can always type them in the chat box and we'll address them in the end. Now, what is a challenge? The very basic definition of a challenge is a call to take part in a competition or a contest. Now, you as parents know how much kids love to challenge other kids. Have you ever heard kids talking to each other in a group or a playground? You'll notice that they will challenge their friends to everything. And many times it is in the form of comparisons. Here are some common examples that I'm sure you must have heard before. You can't run faster than me, or I can run the fastest. For kids in team sports, it will be about scoring the most goals for the team or which team won. In school, your kids will compare their grades, something very, very common. I got an A in math. What did you get? Or I got a 10 out of 10 in dictation. So kids are constantly comparing themselves to their peers. This is a fact of life that we cannot stop. It is built into human nature. It is a natural way of evaluating how we are doing on the things that matter most to us. Kids like to race, they like to compete, and they like to compare themselves with their peers. Competition is a basic human nature and is inborn. Let's see why we should challenge kids to a healthy competition. Now let's look at these two pictures. In one on the left, there is only one runner. And in the one on the right, there are several runners competing with each other. Now, in which case do you think your child will run faster? Take a moment to think, and I don't think it is very hard to understand. Obviously, the image on the right side, there is a quote that a horse never runs so fast as when he has other horses to catch up and outpace. So competition is always a good thing because it forces your child to work harder and do their best. While too much competition might be counterproductive, healthy competition is a must for your child's motivation to do better and actually improve. So the kids running on the right, each one of them will run their hardest, try their hardest to run at their best pace. While as in the left-hand picture, the runner has no competition. So he just, tries his best, but it's not really trying to outpace the competition. So here's how competition has a positive impact on your child and why they need to compete. Firstly, competition increases your child's motivation. This is what we saw in the last slide. You must have noticed that at some point, when your child sees a friend or a peer doing something, they will automatically be motivated to try to do the same thing, and then probably also try to do it better the next time. Many times we'll also call it peer pressure. Secondly, competition helps us improve teamwork and collaboration. And this is especially true when they're competing as a team. For example, in team sports like soccer or football. In order to win or do better than other teams, they have to learn to put aside their differences and work together so that they can win or do better than the other team. Thirdly, well-designed competitions also enhance beneficial peer comparisons. So instead of competing in clothes, shoes, or material things, we should try to encourage competition in academic tasks like reading. So the way we design competition, we should encourage the kids to compete in reading or compete in math, this can be done by placing concrete values on reading, like we do with Smart Coins in the Smart Kidz Club app. This can increase the beneficial comparisons kids make about their reading performances. Fourthly, competitions also help your child develop a growth mindset, where your child learns to constantly look for ways to improve themselves. Now, this is not something that is taught in school, but competitions help by giving your kids a guide or a benchmark upon which they can base their improvements. If there is no competition, your child would never know where they are and where they need to go and what they need to do to improve. So a growth mindset is what competitions help develop, and which is very important throughout their life. The other thing that competition also helps your child build is mental toughness. Persistence, resiliency, and grit are valuable real-world skills that are needed in all phases of our life, even in adult life. Without facing competition in early ages of their life, your child will never be able to practice and learn how to face tough and competitive situations later on. With competition, they will learn to lose, they will learn to fail gracefully, and then work harder to succeed. In fact, research has shown that losing in a competition can actually enhance your child's self-concept more than winning in some cases. The only thing that we need to keep in mind is that how the competition is designed and what they're competing for. For example, school children comparisons are mostly made around items of social status, like how likable we are, how many friends we have, how much respect others give us, and now in social media, how many likes we got. But all these are counterproductive. What we should do is to help our children to see reading and academic success as a favorable area in which to compare themselves and compete with their peers or other friends. Let's see how you can do this very easily with the Smart Kidz Club app. Now, leaderboards are scoreboards showing the names and current scores of leading competitors. It could be in sports, such as in golf, in video games, or even in an office, like tracking sales performance. Leaderboards are used to encourage healthy competition in a group by openly displaying the current ranking of each group member or the player. Now, the competitor or the player can see their score very well as the score of others. This promotes a healthy competition among the group, driving them all towards one common goal to achieve higher. Now, since leaderboards form an important part of motivating a group towards a common goal, we at Smart Kidz Club have incorporated leaderboards to encourage healthy competition in reading among kids. Now, the end goal is to motivate your child to read more. And let's see how the Smart Kidz Club leaderboards have been designed to promote this reading in your child. Now, here are the four main components of a Smart Kidz Club leaderboard. The number one is the goal for the leaderboard should be simple for kids to understand and be effective in motivating them. The external goal in Smart Kidz Club leaderboard is to keep reading and earning more smart coins than other kids and appear on the top 10 list and ultimately climb to the top. The internal goal in this case is to become a better reader while competing on the leaderboard. Secondly, we need to have a concrete value placed on the performance or task in order to compare and rank the players on a leaderboard. So the concrete value that we have put to the task or performance of reading in Smart Kidz Club is smart coins. The kid will earn smart coins for each book or each activity that they do in the app. In the workplace, this would be the amount of revenue the salesperson brought in the company. But in our case, we have put smart coins. So for each book, a child will earn 800 or 500 depending on their age. Thirdly, social comparisons help children understand how they're doing compared to others. So any part of leaderboard or competition or motivation is a social comparison. They need to be able to see where others are. So in our case, the ranking of the top 10 readers are shown on the leaderboard, with your child's smart coins shown just below the top 3 readers. This helps your child understand what his position is and how many more smart coins he needs to earn to be on the top 3 or even to be on the top of the leaderboard. Fourthly, social rewards is the ability for the child to receive positive feedback from others. Now, in order to keep it safe for our young children, we have added the ability to share your child's position on the leaderboard with friends, family, and trusted adults for encouragement and motivation. In most video games or other online gaming programs, there is open share social rewards where others can chat and give likes. But to keep our kids safe online, we have only restricted this ability to whoever you want to share the achievement with. The top 3 readers on the leaderboard also get certificates in the parents' email that you can share with the family, friends, teachers, or grandparents. And this can help increase the motivation to read. Now let's see how you can actually challenge your child to use our leaderboard and then read more. Here are some fun ways that you can challenge your child using our leaderboard. So if your child is new or just starting with Smart Kidz Club and is not on the leaderboard, the first thing that you do is to challenge them to appear on the leaderboard. So because the top 10 positions are shown, start with 8, 9, or 10 positions first, so as not to make it too difficult for your child so that they get demoralized. You can sit with your child, do some math, and help them calculate how many smart coins they need to earn to beat that position holder. You can easily see the smart coins earned by each of the readers on the leaderboard next to their profiles on the right. Then you can divide this by, let's say, 500 or 1,000 smart coins, which is on an average how many they will earn by reading each book. And this is the amount your child will need to read. So once this is done, you can make a weekly target of how many books your child will need to read. For example, they need to read 20 books. Then you help them choose those 20 books, add it to my list. And now all your child has to do is to go to my list and start reading this book. So you might be there, you might not be there. Just help them calculate the number of books they need to read to earn a position on the leaderboard, and add it to my list and give it to their child as a target. Okay, for the coming month, these are the number of books you need to read to be able to appear on the leaderboard. Now, the second way is that if your child is already on the leaderboard, if it's on the 6th or the 7th or 8th position, challenge them to climb to the next position. Maybe jump to 2 spots. So you can sit with your child and tell them, hey, do you think you can beat this person on the 5th or the 4th position? How about going on the 3rd, be the 3rd and get a certificate? You can also challenge them to be on the top 3 and earn a certificate and get a shout out on our Smart Kidz Club Facebook page. So the top 3 readers, if you encourage them to be on the top 3, they get certificates in your email, and that certificate can be shared again with friends, with family, with teachers and grandparents. And you also get a shout out on our Smart Kidz Club Facebook page every month, the monthly winners. Another fun way is to let them choose their competitor from all the 10 profiles and challenge them to beat their position. So for example, if Harry wants to chooses to compete with Jason on the 5th spot, then you can actually calculate the same thing, calculate how many smart coins Harry needs to earn to beat Jason, and then how many books they will need to read. So you challenge them to beat Jason and compete with Jason. Lastly, your child can also invite a friend to join the club, and they can compete with each other to appear on the leaderboard. The challenge you can throw is who will get to the 5th position first, because both of them are starting at the same spot. You can also get rewarded for inviting a friend. So sign up on our friend bouquet program and earn every time your friends join the club. It's all online and easy to manage and track. So inviting friends will not only encourage your child to compete with the friend, but you will also earn, if they subscribe, you will also get rewarded in money, in cash. So be sure to take a look at our Friendvocates program, which is very new and recently added onto our website under partnership. And you can be our Friendvocate. You're already our friend. You can also advocate for us and get rewarded for that. Now remember, Smart Kidz Club leaderboards are both monthly and lifetime. Monthly leaderboards reset every month, while lifetime is a running leaderboard and accumulates the smart coins over the lifetime. Therefore, for new readers, or if your child is just starting to compete on the leaderboard, it is easier to set targets for monthly leaderboard. So you should look at the monthly leaderboard and then choose how you want to challenge your child. This is a great way to engage your child in a healthy and fun competition right from home, while also improving their reading skills and general knowledge. And you can always access the leaderboard from my profile icon at the bottom of the app. So here is our leaderboard success story, where this child refused to read at first, but once he started reading and earning smart coins, he ended up on the first place on the leaderboard. Since then, he has been setting his own goals and reading targets and makes sure that he meets them. So we have designed the Smart Kidz Club apps with all the tools that will help your child to be an enthusiastic reader. So now you know how the leaderboard works and how you can use it to motivate your child to read more. I hope you will be reading a lot more while also competing with your friends. Don't forget to invite your friends. You can sign up for the Friendvocates program on our website, www.smartkidsclub.com, and under the partnership tab on the top menu. This program is only for our users, exclusive for our users, and you will be invited once you sign up. So I hope you learned some good tips today. Thank you all for your time and for attending today. Our next webinar, the topic is the top new trend in reading aloud, dialogic reading explained. We have a whole category of books on dialogic reading, and this is the new effective way of reading aloud to your kids. So we will talk all about that, how it is effective, how is it a new trend, and we will take a break for Thanksgiving next week, and I will see you at the same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on 5th December, Saturday. I hope you all have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. We will now take your questions.